Evening, folks. Welcome to Win Anyway Live. Is there need for alarm? Well, sometimes, yeah. I spent most of my afternoon out driving and making deliveries with my daughter again today for my job. And I got back about 4, and I decided to go through KFC where my son works to pick up some dinner for Brooklyn and a little something for me just so that we didn't die. Neither one of us had eaten since breakfast. I suppose that might be too much of an alarm to say that we might die. Anyway, I go through the drive-thru and ask for Riker, and he's not there yet. That's not good. He's never been late. He's never not shown up. So I get my stuff. I drive home, and home's literally 5 minutes away. It's a 7-minute walk for him to get to work. And he was asleep, apparently. He'd forgotten all about it because he had his alarm set. For him, there was need for alarm to wake him up and get him off to work. But now there was need for alarm to get himself to work before he got in too much trouble. Now, granted, he's probably not going to get into that much trouble. And I stayed and drove him so that he shaved off at least a couple of minutes off the journey to work. And we've all done it, right? The alarm hasn't worked. For him, he didn't have a charger. He'd given the charger he borrowed back to his sister, and he hasn't used his money to buy a charger yet. Hey, it's an excuse, right? My phone was dead. Never mind the fact that you have a computer in your room and a clock, and there are clocks all over the house. Never mind that. But we have the same situation when we were kids. We have the same situation when we're adults. We have alarms to remind us of certain things. I have missed meetings before. I've missed Toastmaster meetings halfway across the world because I set the wrong alarm for the wrong prior day last year when I was going to go speak in New Zealand. It was a horrifying embarrassment for myself, and really it kind of ticked off the group that I volunteered for because it was a special meeting they created. Luckily, they let me come back. They were forgiving, just as I'm sure Kentucky Fried Chicken will be forgiving. But just as we have situations where we need alarms to get to places and serve other people, to be there for other people, to get to our jobs, we should have alarms in our own life. Alarms set for, hey, now is the time to get busy. Now is the time to start writing. Now is the time to do that live video. Now is the time to take our kids somewhere and do something fun. Now is the time to have date night with our spouse. Now is the time to go off by ourselves and journal or just be one with God. Set an alarm for yourself to make sure that you meet the important appointments that you have in life. And only you know what those important appointments are. I can't determine them for you. I can only determine them for myself. So think about what it is you really want to do and set an alarm. And for goodness sake, make sure whatever device that alarm is attached to is charged so that you can go out and take care of things. You go have a Win Anyway weekend. We'll see you next time on Win Anyway Live.